Good day, fellow Mthwakazians. Hopefully I find you well wherever you are. Thank you for connecting with us. And also on behalf of the party, I would love to appreciate everyone who is following and who is liking our page and also discussing or raising fundamental points and issues on our page. Thank you very much. You are the people who makes us to be what we are. We are where we are because of the support that we are receiving from our people, because of the overwhelming support that we are receiving from our members. Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance is never the same as it was before. All thanks goes to our people. All thanks goes to our members and supporters for rendering us unwavering confidence. We thank you. We appreciate you very much. Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance have done a lot, and it is yet to do a lot of things that are massive only for its people. Thank you once again for tuning to this page. It is all because you love your country. You are not in the wrong page. You are in the right page. All we want to do, all we want to achieve as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance is none other than the interest of our people, is none other than the dream of Mthwakazi people, the dream of every child, every woman, every man, every elder who resides within Mthwakazi. We thank God for the gift of life. Today, we will be focusing on discussing the economic solutions that Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance wishes or intends to offer to the people of Mthwakazi once we are granted the right to lead our people. We are, unlike other political parties, a very organized and a strategic political organization. We are not a party that just calls for people to vote for them, that just calls for people to put them into power without any ideas. We have the ideas, we have the solutions on how we will lead our country, on how we will take our country out of this mess. Everyone will agree with me that our economic conditions that our people are subjected to day and night, they are terrible. And it is high time Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance comes with a solution. I will start by articulating the objectives of Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance economic plan or economic policy, whichever way you may decide to call it. The first point is that we seek to achieve a stable and sustainable economic growth and development economically. The second thing, we seek to achieve a stable inflation. We are tired of high digits. We are tired of so much money. You hear a person in Zimbabwe is earning 20,000, but that 20,000 is just a figure. It is a valueless currency. It is actually a big empty figure. So we face the crisis of inflation. Our currency is not stable. The currency that is used by this regime is not trustworthy. It is volatile. Anytime it can crash. It is already towards its destiny to crash. So our economic policy seeks to achieve a stable inflation. The third thing, our economic policy seeks to create employment. A lot of our people are not working. As it stands, about 95% of our people do not have jobs, do not have a formal employment. That is why each and every day, more than 15,000 people cross our borders out of the country in search of a better life, in search of bread. So we wish to create employment. We have plans on how to create that particular employment once granted power. And even as an opposition political organization, there are already plans to create employment within and outside Mthwakazi, where our people live. The fourth aspect that we want to achieve as a political organization is a balance of payments with the rest of the world. The fifth thing is an equitable and fair distribution of national wealth. We want to take away the national cake from the few individuals. We want to take away the national cake which is only reserved to the children of the ministers, the children of the presidents, the children of the opposition political leaders who are in parliament, who are in senate, to everyone who resides in Mthwakazi. Everyone deserves to share what we call the national cake. We want to come up with a sound structure of public finances, a sound administrative structure of public finances that will reduce issues of corruption and maladministration within Mthwakazi. We seek to improve and stabilize production. We have a currency that has no value because we don't have production at all. We have a very, very limited production that helps only the elite. We want a production that will ensure the issues of food security, that will ensure that everyone doesn't go hungry. Everyone has food on his or her table. Without production, we don't have a stable currency. Without production, we are not able to generate foreign currency. We are not able to have foreign reserves without production. So Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance, part of its mandate, part of its existence is to ensure that our people become productive, because we are blessed with land. We are not only blessed with land, but a good land. We have got good arable land in Mthwakazi that can produce massively in terms of agriculture, that can we can do a lot in terms of animal ranging. You can talk of cattle, pigs, whatsoever. We just lack a willing and a capable leadership. So these are part of the objectives of our economic policy as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance. We want to improve issues of service delivery. A stable economic environment comes with a good service delivery. When the economy is not stable, there is no good service delivery, which is what we are experiencing in our country. If you walk around the location, there is a lot of sewage. If you walk around the locations, there are potholes. That's what I'm talking about when I'm referring to issues of service delivery. In our schools are not fully capacitated. We don't have good teachers in our schools. We have foreign teachers who are coming from other provinces. So we believe when we address the issues of the economy, everything will be well within Mthwakazi. So we have a plan as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance. Part of the mandate of the economic policy of Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance is to restore Mthwakazi dignity. We want to restore our dignity back as Mthwakazi people. We want to restore the who we are back. If you look at the dignity of our people, it has been tarnished a lot. Our people's dignity has been overwhelmingly tarnished, and that has to stop. So our economic policy seeks to address that area, and we want to address it decisively. We want to promote and restore integrity as well as stewardship and issues of Ubuntu, whereby there won't be corruption in our land. whereby there won't be trouble in our land, whereby there won't be issues of maladministration in our land. We want to reclaim that Mthwakazi whereby Ubuntu was the order of the day, whereby humanity was the order of the day. That is the Mthwakazi we want. That is why Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance exists. We exist for that particular purpose, and our economic policy seeks to achieve nothing less than that. We want to make use. You see, somehow the problems that have affected us and the aftermath of our problems, you will discover that if we make good use of that, we may be somewhere else economically as the people of Mthwakazi. The fact that we are scattered like Jews, it can work magic towards our people. It can work magic in our land. We want to make use of foreign remittances and our foreign presence to benefit our people. So, as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance, economy is our #1 priority. We want to address the issues of bread and butter. You can't be a political party without a plan to address the issues of the economy. So we are existing to ensure that Mthwakazi becomes an economically stable and economically vibrant nation. We have the capacity, we have the potential. All we need is the political will. All we need is to put good administrators. All we need is to put capable and efficient political leaders. So basically, these are our objectives as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance. This is what we want to do for our people. Let me move on to talk about the economic potential of Mthwakazi. We have a lot of potential as a nation, and I will prove that. A lot of people have been saying, no, but if you want to move out of Zimbabwe, how will Mthwakazi survive? How will Mthwakazi sustain herself? Let me elaborate and let me elucidate that Mthwakazi as a nation has the capacity to stand alone and become an economic hub, not only to its people, but to the rest of the African continent. Let me discuss the economic activities that we have in Mthwakazi, that we can make good use of them to achieve economic growth and to achieve economic stability and sustainability. We have got a vibrant tourism. For example, we have the Victoria Falls. It is one area, it is one natural wonder that when complemented by good political will, we can go far with it. Victoria Falls is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it happens to be situated in Mthwakazi. Everyone in the world wants to come to Victoria Falls. But unfortunately, this government has done nothing to develop that place so that it becomes attractive to the tourist, so that it becomes more attractive and talked about to the whole world. So you need to give political power to Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance so that we can restore the power and the supremacy of Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls on its own can generate a lot of income to the people of Mthwakazi through tourism, #1, through hydroelectric power, through fishing, and also through hospitality. If we build good hotels, I mean good hotels, not the ones built by the likes of Opet Mpofu, not the likes built by the likes of these corrupt politicians, but we are talking about the state-of-the-art hotels, and complement Victoria Falls with other infrastructure that attracts the tourist. We can generate a lot of revenue. As I'm speaking, the current regime is getting a lot of revenue through Victoria Falls, but unfortunately, that revenue is not benefiting our people. That revenue is not benefiting the local people. Part of the strength of Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance is to strengthen the local development. We want to ensure that local people become active participants in their local economy. For example, as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance, we will ensure that our councillors are the indigenous people of Victoria Falls. We will make sure that our MPs are the indigenous people of Victoria Falls, our senators, and all people with influential positions in Victoria Falls. We will make sure that they are the indigenous people of Victoria Falls. So why are we doing all that? Because we want to ensure that the local people becomes the first recipients of the local wealth. We don't want a scenario whereby Victoria Falls benefits only the people of Plumtree. We don't want a scenario whereby Victoria Falls benefits only the people of Bulawayo, Matabeleland North, or Midlands, as it is done by this coup regime, whereby the resources of Mthwakazi are benefiting only the elites, only the people of Mashonaland, and our people are suffering. So one of the economic activity that we have is tourism. Victoria Falls, we have got a lot of places that are attractive in Mthwakazi. We have got a lot of places that tourists may be interested to visit in Mthwakazi. We are blessed with good nature, a great nature. We are blessed with a great environment that everyone would love to come and feel it, as well as experiencing it. So we just need good and great politicians who will sit down and plan on how they will enhance that place to generate more foreign currency. Remember, with more foreign currency, as I have stated in our objectives, we are able, one will be having sufficient foreign reserves, and our currency will have strength. At the moment, our currency, the currency that we are using, is weak because we don't have foreign reserves, because tourists are no longer attracted to the land of Mthwakazi due to the brutal and incompetent policies of the current coup regime and the previous policies of Robert Mugabe, which scared away the tourist. Zimbabwe is currently, unfortunately, we also fall under this thing. Zimbabwe, as Mthwakazi people, we find ourselves under this mercy of Zimbabwe, because we are a colonized nation. We are a colonized nation. We are currently called by this name that we don't want, that we are fighting against. So Victoria Falls has the potential to be developed from being a rural city into a modern city. In fact, in Mthwakazi, be it in Bulawayo or everywhere, the cities that we inherited from our colonialists, there is no development or enhancement that has been done to attract other people from other countries to visit our nation. So as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance, we want to change that. We want to ensure that we create an environment for local investment. You see, in Victoria Falls, we don't want only to rely on foreign investment as other political parties are busy preaching. We believe in our people. Our people can invest if a good and a conducive economic climate is created. Our people are not investing because there is no good and conducive economic climate. They are not guaranteed on whether if they put their money is going to give them profit or they are going to lose. So as Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance, we want to create an environment, an economic environment that will promote local investors to invest in their land. We have a lot of our people with a lot of money. We have a lot of our people who possesses a lot of investment. We have a lot of our people with massive capacity. We have a lot of our people with monies that are ready for investment. All we need is a conducive, created economic environment. So we want in Victoria Falls our people to invest, to build hotels, to own hotels. And we will ensure that we create favorable policies. We create policies that ensure that our people own land, own private land. As we speak now, no one is safe in Zimbabwe. No one is safe in terms of property rights in Zimbabwe. You may think you own land, but if the current government decide to take that land, they can easily take it. We have seen them usurping farms that are privately owned by black people, black Mthwakazi people. So no one is safe in Zimbabwe at the moment. So we want to restore that safety. We want to ensure that our people have property rights, that our people are given their right to own land so that they can invest in terms of building the hotels. You see, our people must own things like swimming pools. They can invest in building swimming pools that will be used by the tourists. Our people must own shipping companies. We have a lot of water around Victoria Falls there, and the tourists would love to board those ships. And we want to, you see, the problem with this government, why it has been failing, why it is failing dismally, is that it doesn't trust its own people. It doesn't have trust on its own people. This government believes the solution for its people will come from somewhere else. That's why when they are elected, they run around everywhere in the world spending millions that were supposed to be invested in the local economy. But what do? They run around and spend those monies going to ask for money somewhere, and they come without that particular money. So we don't want such a clueless government. We are capable. Also in Victoria Falls, we can develop Victoria Falls we can develop a very, very powerful and functional hydroelectrical power station there. There is a lot of water that is falling. And at the moment, yes, they are doing there is a hydroelectrical station, but at what capacity is it operating? When we take over power, we want to ensure that it operates at 100% capacity, so that our people can not go without electricity. That electricity will help us a lot in terms of irrigation, in terms of ensuring that we practice modern agriculture. You see, that time whereby we wait for rain in order to plant something, in this current world, it has to be the thing of the past. It has to be the thing of the past. A lot of countries are no longer relying on rain to plow or to produce. That period has to pass. Now it is time to use the modern technology. It is the time to use the modern technology. And Mthwakazi Democratic Alliance exists for that particular purpose.